What's up? Purging ground, Hall of Mirrors, non-player characters, or trolls, truth speaking, not to be identified as a truther, but just speaking honest from the heart, sharing truthfulness, compassion, having tolerance even for non-player characters, dumb and retarded people, trolls, and people who don't want to see what this thing is, basically. The Matrix Grid and Shivambu Kalpa. So, what is going on here? What is this realm? What is going on? So, first of all, we live in this Purging ground, which is called Earth Realm, which is a matrix grid, like in the picture you're seeing from Alex Gray on the thumbnail, which is called how's that one? Let me look that up again. Theologue, it's called. So, Theo is what? Theo is, let me look that up again. I don't get you like in some. Theo means God or like God. So it's also, like a male name, but basically it's diet, it's deity, it's what people consume. So the interesting thing is that I had in my room that I was basically living for a long time. I had this picture from Alex Gray for a long time, theologue, and I had this on the black light, and I just resonated with that when I was first seeing it. And in this picture, you see basically the matrix grid. You see a Buddha, which is a nerve imprinted in a nervous system, surrounded by fire, sitting onto the matrix grid with mountains behind him. So this is basically what we are all, as living souls or living beings, are surrounded with. We're sitting on the purging ground, on the grid, surrounded by the fire that we are created by ourselves as alchemists, because we are candles lighting up our surrounding. Because we have thumbs, we can create the fire. We know how it works. We can drink piss, which is, to be in a bit more truthful way and speaking honestly, it's Shivambu Kalpa. So you should basically just appreciate your own elixir. You should appreciate your own urine, because it's not strange. It's very intelligent to do this, because you will see that you create your realm and you are the master, which is connected to the spine. This is why it's called the mast, because you create around your spine, your area, your aura, onto the matrix grid, which is then the hall of mirrors reflecting back to you what you are. Now, this is also, I would say, probably connected to the trolls and dumb and retarded people and the non-player characters who are mirroring back maybe my own dumbness or my own retardedness sometimes, that I'm still thinking some of these aspects people mirror me back are true. This is probably the reason why they pop up. But interestingly, they dissolve more and more, because I know that I'm speaking totally 100% honesty facts from the heart. But interestingly also, sometimes if I'm not centered, for example, in one of my last live streams, there were so many trolls and non-player characters popping up because I was not centered. I was not in my selfness, in my center, in my beingness. But if I am completely honest, if I'm always completely honest, just speaking authentically. But if I'm centered, I get these mirrors from other people, which are then showing me that and reflect myself back what I am currently. I see this also in the training with the kids that I teach, and it's just very interesting because I reflect them something back, which I still have to work on for myself. Because it's not that I'm like sitting here in front of you telling you all that shit and be like, yeah, I know how all of this works. But certainly, I still have to work on myself. I know that. But on the other hand, I like it to give advice and share my experience. And then people can thumb up the video to get the Shivambu Kalpa hashtag onto the matrix grid so we can purge our own dumbness and retardedness more onto the grid. And so everything is becoming more truthful, more compassionate, and more tolerant for everybody we're surrounded with. But now let's get to the point. What do we have here? We have here, it's called Shivambu Kalpa, urine, urine, piss. It's not like, I made so many videos about urine. So if people are still about like, why are you drinking urine? You should probably go back onto the like more than 100 videos I made and see and reflect why I'm doing it and why is it very intelligent to do it. Because it's your nutrition, it's your liquid light elixir. You should probably only ingest urine, but then you have all kinds of addictions which are connected to language. So you think you have to ingest certain other things which are here for shamanistic activities, so we can interact with the matrix grid that we are surrounded with the Hall of Mirrors, a lot better. So let's roll. These non-player characters show basically up because, like I said, I am not centered. If I'm centered, they are not coming because I only see a reflection of myself. What do we have here? We have here something which is very high potent and which is very good for getting rid of all kinds of densities inside of yourself, because this is what is basically then showing off in your surroundings, because you are not centered and you are full with shit, which is then purged outside of you. So you see your own shit. That's just a reflection mirrored onto the matrix grid in front of you. By the way, another picture on the thumbnail I put there is the Hall of Mirrors in Versailles. Very interestingly, I was watching a documentary yesterday and it showed up there. Also, Zen made a video about the Hall of Mirrors. You just recently dropped a heart on my comment that I was putting there. So it's all interconnected. It's all just the universe is guiding you if you're in tune in using intuition with yourself. Yeah, Shivambu Kalpa, the hashtag of Shivambu Kalpa, I was explaining that also, why I'm using the hashtag of Shivambu Kalpa. So I used the hashtag Shivambu Kalpa to create basically more knowledge onto the matrix grid, because I know how this reality of artificial biological supercomputer is working, that we basically inform the biological supercomputer artificial intelligence more with the hashtag of Shivambu Kalpa, because we put this knowledge of self more onto the matrix grid. But now let's get to the point of DMSO. What is that? Why should you use it? DMSO is basically It's called dimethyl sulfoxate. It's generally used in the paper industry to bleach paper and to make it more diffuse. So you basically can transport everything into your skin a lot better. Normally, you apply it onto your skin, so you use it as a painkiller, you use it as a membrane enhancer, meaning everything that you put onto your skin gets transported through your membranes a lot better. This stuff is next level alchemy. This stuff is so freaking potent. This stuff it costs you basically nothing. This here is a liter, and it probably lasts forever. It probably lasts like more. If you're not probably doing even what I'm doing, I'm drinking it. I get to that in a minute. This will last you for like, I don't know, more than years basically. And this whole thing cost me like, I don't know, like 20 euros, which is about, I don't know, $25. You can get that online. It's so freaking cheap. Now, what is happening is when you start to drink it, I was also making a video on my Instagram about that. Now, you will lose all kinds of shits which are inside of you so rapidly, especially if you combine DMSO. Now, listen up. I told you, this is next level alchemy, what I'm doing here. This is completely next level 3030 magic. If you use DMSO, which is transporting everything inside. Now, if you drink it, you open up your whole vessel, like completely. If you combine then DMSO with Shivambu Kalpa, let me tell you, the urine gets transported into your system like crazy. So you distill yourself like this is next level shit, yo. This, if you get this information here, it's next level, yo. This is next level. Now, also what I have here is, you know, about distilled waters. You know about Andrew Norton Webber. You know about the benefits of distilled waters. Now, if you put distilled waters, if you combine distilled waters with DMSO, you basically alchemize yourself and you distill yourself down. You become like an etheric, very lean person, which is full with tendons and strong nerves and strong bone structures, which hold you into place. Don't care too much about the muscle system. Muscles are a very inefficient considering nutrition, because you need like high amounts of food in order to maintain muscle mass. Muscles make you like a lot heavier, which is connected to density, which is connecting to dragging yourself down. And if you Fire Drake is in here, like, yo, for you one more time, Fire Drake. Yeah, I don't know when you popped up. I combine now DMSO with Shivambu Kalpa and distilled waters, and I basically don't even put the DMSO onto my skin. I drink it. I don't know if you've seen that on my Instagram. This is next level alchemy, yo. And like I said, this is distilling your whole body so much down that you become an etheric version which is full with strong bones, tendons, and nerves, which hold you into place, because this is basically what strength and power and imagination and magic and everything is. Because muscle mass is very inefficient. Muscle mass is, I mean, sure, we can use fat, we can use muscle mass, we can use, the human body is like very intelligent. We can use everything, but on the higher levels, tendons, bones, nerves, are what is maintaining your body for a long, 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 long time. This is why I'm switching my training so much more to Kalaripaya. If you're interested in that, I don't tell you what to do in your life, but I can tell you from my experience, Kalaripaya, look up this training, look up the roots of Kalaripaya, look up where it originates from. This is like, things exist for a reason, you know. Like, and if you go the further back in time, you see that the roots are always there for a reason. And Kalaripayat is the root of every single martial art for a reason. So yeah, like I said, thumb up this video because we put the hashtag of Shivambu Kalpa onto the matrix grid. So we basically grow and drop germs and seeds onto this grid so we can put more knowledge of self onto this freaking damned, dumped, purging ground of dubbed as retarded people which are full with shit and try to troll you with non-player character dumbness because they don't fucking know what's going on, yo. But you know that you can drink your piss and be fucking awesome. So you want to go to the next level, or you piss drinkers, combine DMSO with piss drinking and ingest distilled waters, because this is next level alchemy. And this is what is basically distilling yourself down to your etheric version. This is what is making you freaking fucking strong and pain tolerant, yo. Because I had, like, in the last live stream yesterday, Karen, where you told me you have not so much good grounding and you feel sometimes very weak. I don't tell you this here to dump anything onto anybody, but I can tell you from my experience, because I know where we are, I know where we going through, I know what it means to speak truth and to practice truth, actually. Because, you know, the thing with DMSO is you will fucking probably don't realize it, but actually I don't fucking care anymore what anybody thinks and smells and whatever. I don't, like, even, you know, I was in the dojo today and everybody was like, yo, it's smelling like, everybody was like, what is that smell here? And I knew that it was me, but people couldn't, like, really tell where it was coming from, but I don't fucking care. It's like, I know what I'm doing, I know why I'm doing it. And even if they smell it and if they suddenly get into, like, why am I smelling, or what is it that I'm smelling of, Shivambu and DMSO, that it will probably inform themselves about this ancient knowledge, and this is good. So I can only encourage you to be more resistant to what other non-player characters and trolls are telling you. So DMSO helps you with that, because you become, like, a lot more pain tolerant, and you become a lot more resistant, because you don't basically feel so much pain anymore. Basically, it's because your whole nerves get rubbed into sulfur, and this is connected to making yourself, like, you become an advanced nervous system. You basically, you know, I had this experience today because I'm drinking DMSO, and I could, like, gaze into the sun, and it felt like, because I'm full of DMSO, it felt like it normally it's not even hurting my eyes, even if the sun is completely up. But with DMSO today, it was so strange, because I was looking into the sun. I'm doing like the Tratak for the eyes with urine every day. But I was looking into the sun, and I was like, that's so freaking strange. It felt like this, like, it was like another experience, because I was like, my system was so open that the sun was basically, like, I don't know, like, traveling directly into me. If you were putting orin onto your skin and you go out in the sun and charge yourself, you know what I'm talking about. But now, if you have DMSO in your system because you fucking drink it, and for all of you people who are like, here, you know, like, this guy is talking shit and this, like, he's not doing it, Fuck you. So this is like, we do next level alchemy here. This is like, I tell you, this is the next level shit. So we have here pure DMSO. All right. Inform yourself and buy this, like, seriously. So not too much, because I basically have to sleep and I have to wake up early because I'm going to Kalari class, but like, it's a bit, all right? So then we have some orange, we mix here, and let's put some also the still waters in here. So this is the cocktail of the gods. You fucking NPCs and non-player characters. Cheers, yo. So we basically make sure that we get everything out of here. Yeah, just like, I could even like drink more of it, but like I told you, it makes you fucking alert, and I want to sleep. So this is why I also cook myself some freaking fucking noodles, so I can purge that shit. And it seems to me that most people are just so freaking dumb and retarded and not seeing the whole thing and point of the whole stuff I'm speaking about. But this is, like I said, not my problem. I'm holding this realm together. I'm holding my space and I'm doing my shit because I know that I'm not even speaking 100% truth and facts. I'm speaking level 3030, next level shamanism, next level alchemy, absolutely purity. And I like Agaris. I'm reading now a book about Agaris. And you know, Agaris eat out of a dead's human body skull. And they eat like the strangest, deadliest death which is available. And they transform it into light because they know how it works and they full with light. And you know what? This is what the shamans are doing. Shamans use death to create life. And most people are afraid of it. Most people can't do it, but they're fucking weak. Their spine is already broken. They have no freaking capacity. They're not here to speak authentically. They can't even stand up for what they are. And they are a non-player character version of themselves. And they're just retarded and dumb. And this is their own problem, not fucking mine. So I'm here to tell you that you can drink your piss. And you can drink DMSO. And you can drink the salt waters. And you can do whatever the fuck you want to do because this is your life and you can be very, very strong. And at the same time, we should probably be very humble and lovable because this is the realm that we create onto the matrix grid. The matrix grid, the matrix grid, the matrix grid. To purge our own shit onto it. So why are you all here and who is in this freaking live chat? Yo, Kaya Nixie, hey, you're live. Yes, I am. You're right. Kaya Nixie, Theo Brom is chocolate, which means food of the god. You mean like Theo Brom, but theologue or Theo Brom, chocolate of the god, yo. We are creating the chocolate of the god here. Yeah, I mean, this picture, for all of you who were popping up later, this picture I was putting on the thumbnail by Alex Gray, which is called Theologue. I had that on a very giant format in my room for years, and I had it there probably for a reason. because I know that I'm freaking like alive. I know how to create light. I know how this shit all works. Thanks to a lot of other beautiful beings which were teaching myself and which were informing myself about all kinds of good knowledge. So we are all in this together, but this is what I give back. This is what I can share. This is what I do. This is my experience. And this is why I'm here. And this is why I can tell you from my experience that all of I'm saying, yo, it's at least working for me. At least. But I can definitely tell that it will probably 100% also work for you. And if it works for me, and if it works for you, it will probably work for another human being also. Because we come here from the most closest thing to source, which is Shivambu Kalpa. And if we then can add alchemically certain other things in order to empower ourselves, why shouldn't we do it? And why should we go out and practice our knowledge and inform other beings about it? That's great, yo. Share your truth. Share what you achieve. So, but let's roll on here. Overcrown, good to see you. Hello. Hall of Mirrors. Bro, some blended watermelon helps to down the elixir. To down the elixir? Yo, you know what? I don't fucking care. Like, I don't even know sometimes if I label myself a shaman. I'm just what I am. But for me, it seems like I don't fucking care. You know what? I literally don't care. Because it seems to me that I can basically choke down everything. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And I don't have to like mix different things together and be like, okay, now I have to add this and this and this in order to put all the other things down. I just fucking eat it. And this is the ability to push through shit. This is very important in these times, I would say. You know, don't fucking care about it. Go through it. You don't know. You don't know what's coming next, but you know for certain that if you push through, you will come to the next thing. Because I told this in my last live stream. Life is like a spiral. And if we come to the next realm and be like, because we end here, for example, now we're dead. Now we come to the next thing. It's spiraling up there again. I'm not even sure that on the next realm, when we come to the next stage or whatever, we just continuously going up, that it's working completely different. I'm not sure about that. I think it will always be spiraling. It will always be there. And I told this yesterday that probably if we're spiraling all the way, all the time, so sometimes you just have to push through. And if you can't do it, that you stay in this loop. You stay here. But you were coming from down here, for example. You were coming from here. Now you are leveling up, you're here. You're leveling up, you're here. And now it seems like you can't push anymore. Okay, that's fine. You stay in this orbit. You stay here. You stay in this fucking loop. And that's all right. Can you stay here forever, yo? If you like it, it's fucking cool. But then you choose like, okay, let's go to the fucking next phase. And if I can't do it, maybe I have to level a bit more down and be like, okay, maybe this obstacle is way too big. I can't push through. So I'm just doing and just like half leveling maybe. You're just coming here. Then suddenly maybe you die. And then you're dead and you wake up in the next realm and you still have to purge shit. You still have to go up. And it seems like so it will always be spiraling, right? I think, maybe I'm just talking completely nonsense and dumb shit, but it seems like it's always spiraling. Yeah. So have you diluted hydrogen peroxide in clean water and drink? I have DMSO. Told you. And it seems like I don't know, but look at my, like, seems like I'm fucking high or what? But it just definitely, wait a minute. I'll be back in a minute. But it seems like, I don't know, but it seems like it's opening up my vision. It's all like, I don't know. It's so freaking interesting, you know. But so there's also, it's the short version is DMSO. So what is the most potent, known, and strongest drug, psychedelic known to mankind? DMT. Dimethyltryptamine. So here you have dimethyl sulfoxide. So like, I'm not a chemist, I'm an alchemist. I just practice my own shit that I'm doing. So I have not really information about all these structures and how they look. And well, I could look that up, you know, surely. But it seems like from the name-wise, language-wise, dimethyl seems to be the same. Dimethyltryptamine, dimethyl sulfoxide. Psilocybin, magic mushrooms, fire drachy. So yeah, have you delivered water, Opicron? Yeah, water. It's basically, it's just plain water. It's a liquid. Liquids, piss, distilled waters. So what else? Water, fire drake. DMSO keeps popping up for me. Never tried it. Yo, you basically, this is how the universe works, fire drake, you know. Maybe you have to look into it. This is why also the mushroom was showing up so much lately in my life. Maybe I should ingest it. It's talking to me. Man, it feels like I'm fucking high or what? I don't know. It's strange, yo. It's so fucking interesting, yo. It's like I told you, it makes me fucking alert, yo. I can't now. Thanks to you guys, I was making this show, and now I can't fucking sleep because I was drinking my own piss and I was combining it with distilled waters and dimethyltryptamine, now dimethyl sulfoxide, and now I'm fucking high. Thank you. How do you experience DMSO manifesting in your life when you take it? Yeah, you see the effects here. Congratulations, you're fucking alert. You're fucking there. You're just, it opens up the system. It basically, it wraps your nerves into sulfur, so you become like a lot more pain tolerant. And you can expand basically even more because it makes your body more flexible. You can expand in every crazy directions, and you have so much power actually in every crazy direction. I was also explaining that with Kalaripaya, where you have very long postures. For example, the horse posture, where you're like completely long, like in your whole fascia, and you make yourself freak along. Now I have here in my finger now, I have here strength. I am like, I feel the electricity. Right? So this is what, because DMSO like opens yourself up to the craziest, tiniest part in your fingertips. It, you know, like, this is not the only supplement I take. You go and watch my other videos if you like about all the supplements I take. It's also, it's a lot connected to Robert Franz. This guy is like, he's not trying to sell you any dumb supplement shit. He's giving you like, he's not considering himself an alchemist or shaman, but I would say this guy, well, he's from Austria, so he's like, all his videos are basically in German. But this guy is like giving you the 100% supplements that work a fucking next level shit. That just fucking work. And look at this dude. He looks like he has full hair. This is one indicator of a very healthy human being. He is like full beard, full hair. Look at Fire Drake. Look at Fire Drake. Look at Zen Edman. Look at even like Mazarov. Look at who else? Robert Franz. Look at me, my hair. Like people who have a lot of hair are freaking strong. If you don't have hair and if you use fucking shampoo, you're freaking retarded and dumb. You should not use any hair care products, and you should not. This is, well, all of you people who are in here, you know that you shouldn't use any dumb like waste products that you can buy in the supermarket in order to be clean. Has nothing to do with real hygienical alchemy. Drink the salt waters, clean yourself from the inside out. That's it. That's a real shower. Maybe you should slap yourself in the face with Pida, because this is also showering yourself from the inside out, from the outside in. So, Kai and Nixie, how do you experience? Yeah, this is the effect I told you. This is Be True Boo, by the way. Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I get it. Okay, good to see you, man. Karen, what's up? Good to see you also. Fire Drag, elasticity and durability trumps mass in terms of longevity and endurance. Yes, like completely elasticity and durability. Like, you know, most people, I told this, most people are not fucking strong. Most people can't take shots. Most people can't take pain. You just touch them, they're like, I feel that. Yeah, you feel it good, but it hurts you because your nervous system has not the capacity in order to flux the electricity through your system. So now 10 people in the room, but only 5 thumbs up. So I can tell you 5 people are just freaking NPCs and trolls, or just freaking dumb and retarded, and you should probably leave this live stream. Now only 4. And I'm not telling this in order to be egotistically, but I'm saying this in order to put the hashtag of Shivambu Kalpa onto the matrix grid, because I know how this freaking dumb ass system works. And I do this in order to bring back ancient knowledge into this biological organic supercomputer to enlighten as much souls and sons as I can probably save from this dumb ass shit, yo. So yeah, hey Karen, what's up? Drake Dragon. When I was working in the yoga kindergarten, these people told me, Jan, come back to the ground, because I was way up into my head again all the time. I was way up too high. And they were like, Jan, come back, ground yourself, and then like a dragon, if you go down, you push through and you go up and rise like a fucking dragon into the sky. And I'm like, this is probably happening right now. The dragon is there. How do you spell caloric paya? Caloric paya. Interesting spelled, yo. It's spelled this way. And you basically, you basically don't speak the U in the end, so it's called Kalari Payat. Drake Dragon, agreed. I'm okay now. Everything arises and passes. Yeah, Karen, good to hear that. Happy you feel better. That's cool. I'm not there yet. Where? Where are you not yet? You will be there. I don't know where you want to be, but you will be there. Kian. So you don't feel as much pain. That probably gets translated into workouts too. Yeah, but I can tell you now the downside of it is, well, basically I don't really have a downside of it. But the downside I would tell here is that you don't feel as so much as connected as you could probably can when you only would ingest Shivambu Kalpa. Maybe I'm wrong with that, what I'm saying here, but this is like intuitively what I'm seeing here. So the downside might be if you're not as connected with your whole body and you don't know what you're doing right now and you're not in a very technical way in the correct posture, I will tell you to be to cut back a bit more DMSO, because it might be the fact then that you could probably that there could probably get here and there some mistakes in your posture because you don't feel so much in your whole being. But if you're very connected with yourself and you know what's good for your body, then you open up your body even more with DMSO and you can get into postures like a lot deeper and a lot longer. Then it's very good and healthy. But if your posture is already pretty much crunked and fucked up and you don't really see and you're not really aware of your posture, I would tell you to cut this a bit back and to ingest more Shivambu Kalpa, and then you come to DMSO and you are next level alchemist. Overcrom, what is DMSO made from? Basically, it's I have a book on it, but like I was moving and I'm like still moving, and I don't know where it is. Basically, I mean, you all sit in front of your computer, right? You can look that up for yourself. But it's coming out of nature. It's found in plants, I think. Also, it's found also in frogs. I don't know, like really, but okay. For you guys, let me check that. DMSO, or dimethyl sulfoxide, is a byproduct of paper making. It comes from a substance found in wood. DMSO has been used as an industrial solvent since the mid-1800s. From about mid-20th century, researchers have explored its use as anti-inflammatory agent. All right, so there you have it. It comes from wood. So it's natural. Everything is natural. Like even the most chemically distilled down substance is still coming out of nature, because everything originates from source. But surely, the more far away is it from source, the more we should think about, should we really use that, or should we like put it on our skin? Should we ingest that? Can we ingest that? And then we see. So now 9 people, 7 thumbs up. 2 people are probably NPCs, non-player characters, trolls, and should leave. Byproduct of paper making, so from wood. Why the fuck am I just not reading the whole comments and then I'm researching? Fire, I'm gonna buy some thanks to you, Jan. Yeah, go to Amazon. I mean, this whole thing, it's leader. If you're not really get also into drinking it, or if you start to drink it very slow, this will probably last you like more than a year, and it costs you like, I don't know, dollars, maybe like, I don't know, $25, $30 at least. That's fucking cool thing. Kaya Nixie just bought some DMSO. Yeah, great, brother. Gurk, good seeing you, fellow creator. Yeah, I'm creating this realm and helping you remember who you are. Branches, Shivambu Kalpa brings 10,000 years of evolution back to human vessel. Yes. This is why I'm putting the Shivambu Kalpa hashtag onto the Matrix grid. Sometimes, like, because it's, like you said, it's so ancient and so powerful. Sometimes I'm like, should I really do that? Because the consequences are fucking big. But on the other hand, I researched the Shivambu Kalpa hashtag, and it seems like I myself was putting more Shivambu Kalpa grid onto the whole fucking Instagram, which is now I think about like 3 or 4, than anybody else, because they're like, I don't know, I think there are 2 or 3 Shivambu Kalpa hashtags onto the whole fucking Instagram. If you put, like, at least for me, if I put Shivambu Kalpa onto Google, the only thing I'm seeing is like 2 or 3 books on Amazon, then maybe like 1 or 2 blogs, 1 video on YouTube. That's it. What the fuck is that? Karen, so to you, mortality is eternal state. Ha ha ha. Mortality is eternal state. Yeah, I mean, it's a loop. Snake eating its own tail, Ouroboros. Like, death and life is the same? Surely. Rich, can you please tell people that we are about to have a food shortage and power outage? The fake UFO invasion rapture is coming. That's interesting, Rich, that you're saying that, because, like, I'm basically purging all of the densified shit my mom has still in her, like, fridge and shit. And she was like, we have to be safe. We have to be like, we have to have that food. And if she comes back, I'm like, yo, thank me later, because you are about to do more Shivambu Kalpa. And it will open up yourself. But no, for real. I think, well, it fucking doesn't matter, because you can still do all kinds of foods. You can still do everything. And if you continuously do Shivambu Kalpa, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, because you will always be balanced. And even if with no food, like, if we can see people surviving on RN for 40 days, if we can look into breatharianism with L-lithium alamine, if we can look into other beings which are probably like older than we think they are, and if we look, just like I said, look into breatharianism, I think breatharianism is not the goal. But the thing is, the human body is so fucking strong. We can survive only on Shivambu or water for a long, long, long time. And we will still always be, we will always have like some kinds of connections to food, to earth material, basically. So we can always have more densified version of ourselves. So we will not die because of hunger. We basically die because of blockage, or we die because of decision, which means to decide or to split up. Because you think now, okay, I end this shit. I'm purged. I purged everything I needed to purge. This is why I end this. This is why I die. But like I said, dying is a decision, or dying is blockage. So that means your mind becomes blocked. You become cubed, basically incubated. Your mind becomes incubated. Or you decide to, okay, I end this, I split up myself, or I just become complete. So I'm not cubed. I become like an open vessel. I become a mandala. I become cymatic, and I'm just going into the ether. And then maybe I have to spiral up somewhere else. Yeah. But I think this whole thing, what is happening now, is needed in order for humanity to grow. So it's all right. It's good. Because Mother Earth, Gaia, is purging all of the densified shit that is onto her ground. This is how it works. Everyone is learning self-love, but what apt the creator of self? What apt? When we are out of food, you will have urine to save you. Yes, like I said this right now. I'm out of here. This was your warning. Choose once. and light workers 0010110. Rich. Yeah, I mean, like all these fucking fake like workers and identified dumb as retarded people and non-player characters and trolls, they will fucking die and they will have to purge, or they will probably purge and then they start to see what this whole thing is. It's about Shivambu Kalpa. It's urine therapy. I don't like to call it that way. It's still like, yeah, I get it. It's a form of therapy and it helps a lot of people. But sure, urine therapy, I was always already describing that. It implies that your body is basically in a form of therapy, and urine is already, the word urine is already manifested in a lot of brains with a disgusting version of themselves. So it's kind of hard then to tell people, well, urine is basically your food, because these people are so like, they have so much negative attachment to the word urine. This is why I made more likely to spell it Oren or Orion's belt or Shivambu Kalpa. That's what it is basically. It's not Shivambu, it's Shivambu Kalpa. Then also that it's not also Oren therapy, because therapy implies that that you are ill, that most people probably are, but therapy means that, oh, I have to go through therapy. So you say to me, like, then this NPC dumb retarded ass people answer, if you tell them about urine therapy or urine therapy, they're like, well, this is disgusting. Urine is very dumb, and urine is a waste product, and urine is stinking. And people are then arguing like this dumb ass retarded version and be like, urine is stinking, urine is disgusting, and you waste that. You piss that out, it's a waste product. And then therapy means you say I'm ill, you say I'm not balanced, and you say I'm you say to me that my brain is not functioning correctly. Well, let me first get my Starbucks coffee, and then my piece of cake, and maybe I have a hamburger later. You see that mindset for most people, and be like, I'm still good with Starbucks coffee. And it's not like, maybe I shouldn't say Starbucks coffee. I should say I'm still good with coffee. I'm still good with hamburgers. I'm still good with meat. I'm still good with vegetables. I'm still good with fruits. I'm still good with raw foodies. I'm still good with liquidarians. I'm still good with breatharians. I have tolerance for every single diet and deity, because it's all an expression of mind, and it's all cool and it's all good. But certainly, urine is Oren, and Oren is Shivambu Kalpa, and it's an O, and this is not a Freemasonry symbol, it's a cycle of yourself, of a completed version, which gives you the Buddha pose. Because the Buddha, in the culture of the Asians, in the culture of the Hindus, or whatever, there's so many different religions, spiritual practices. It's symbolism for me, and it's magic for me, and it's spirits for me. You can tell it whatever the fuck you want to tell it, but eventually it's all an expression of the mind, of the bigger capacity, because you are me and I am you, and certainly that's not true, but certainly it is true. So this is a paradox. It's a pair of ducks, a pair of ox, a pair of whatever the fuck you want to see. So Rich, yeah, you're still in here. Orange sacral chakra region. Yeah, but the sacral chakra region might be red. Or it might be orange. But yeah, I get what you're saying. So, all you beautiful people, it was very cool to talk to you. Thanks to you. Now I'm fucking high on DMSO and PP and distilled water. So, as again to distill it down, we're on here on a purging run. We're on a hall of mirrors. So become aware of what you send out. For me, at least, that's has something to do. I don't tell you what to do with your life. I do it for myself. I cultivate myself in the spiritual practice of Falun Dafa from Gong. I'm not telling this here for anybody who's like, oh, I have to do that right now. No, that's your decision. I'm just speaking here from the heart. I cultivate myself in the practice of Falun Dafa Falun Gong, which is connected to the values of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance. And urine therapy has basically nothing to do with Falun Dafa Falun Gong. I just make that completely clear here. I'm putting these things all together because this is what I am. This is what I'm putting out. This is what I can say authentically from my point of view. Shout out to Robert Franz. If you like to look him up, I just spell his name here. So you can like to look him up. This guy is freaking insane, freaking cool. I have a lot of respect, tolerance, love, and truthfulness for Robert Franz because he helped me a lot with his knowledge. So I like to give that back to you guys. I like to share that with you. We can combine our own elixir, our own food, which is Shivambu Kalpa, with good supplements because this is next level alchemy. We can drink the soap waters because you guys know about what? Yes, you guys know about Andrew Morton Weber. All right? And you guys also know about Kalaripaya too now, so you can look that up. If you like, find yourself somebody maybe in your city who's practicing Kalaripaya and try it out, or don't try it out, or like quit this live stream because you think I'm fucking insane and I'm just freaking not on your vibe. Cool with it. I don't care. I'm just speaking here my authenticity. So become a city, become a mass, because this is what the nation of iMagic Nation is. You should start to spell yourself correctly because your language creates your matrix, and your matrix is your aura, and your aura is your time that you emit for yourself, because this is wholly constructed through your own self, through your own iMagic Nation. All right, so become aware of what you send out. I send out through the heart a lot of truthfulness, compassion, and tolerance for all of you. I'd like to thank you for being with me, and in these humble words, if you still have something to say, you have now some more time to put that into a live stream. And I'm happy to see all of you. We will see ourselves next time. Yeah, Shivambu Kalpa, beautiful people.